Thanks for joining us for our midday newscast on Marcus, Washington.
And I'm Chris Sanchez. Laura Garcia is off this afternoon, but just about an hour ago, a 4.1 magnitude earthquake struck in Sacramento County, and the epicenter was in the town of Ileton, which is about 40 miles away from Walnut Creek.
I want to bring in meteorologist Kari right now to talk about where this happened. So, Kari, talk to us. Ileton, is that on a fault line?
It is not on a major active fault line, but it is in the delta. And when we have earthquakes that happen deep in the earth, sometimes it is felt a little bit farther. But we know that for a lot of people in the East Bay, did feel a little bit of shaking for a while, but it was definitely very isolated in terms of who felt it around the delta as it happened, that 4.1 magnitude earthquake. We have to keep in mind that we have 500 plus active faults statewide, and there is a pretty high chance that we could see a 7.0 within the next 30 years. So that's why we even pay attention to the smaller earthquakes, because it could be a foreshock to a larger one. And most of the Bay Area is within 10 miles of a fault, and there are 8 major faults in the Bay Area that we pay attention to. Anytime we get some minor shaking, you want to make sure that you drop, cover, or hold and make sure that you, if you can, get under some sturdy furniture like a table or a desk. You want to make sure that you have a plan that if the earthquake happens and everyone runs out of the house, you want to have a meeting place with a family after the earthquake. And also, we also pay attention once again to the smaller earthquakes, because there could be a foreshock to a larger event. So as of now, we haven't had any more major earthquakes since then. So that's some good news. And then each minute that passes beyond when the earthquake happens, if we don't feel any larger earthquakes, then we start to see those chances going down. So that's some really good news there. We'll continue to monitor that. We've also been looking around on social media to see who felt it and what did it feel like. So we're still looking for some of those answers as we go throughout the morning. Back to you.
Speaking of the shaking, Kari, you know, many of us got that shake alert, including a lot of us right in our newsroom.
I know, I got it. Dr. Angie Lux with the Berkeley Seismological Laboratory joins us now. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you were your phone's probably ringing off the hook. The shake that we got said initially that it was going to be a 5.7. It was 4.1 at the end of it. So what's the discrepancy there?
So our shake alert earthquake early warning system is trying to calculate the magnitudes as quickly as it can. We use just a very tiny amount of information to detect how big the earthquake is. We do this within seconds, and this is so we can give you as much warning as possible. The downside to doing that means that sometimes when we create the initial estimate, it comes in high. So for this particular event, we did create a magnitude estimate, initial magnitude 5.7, definitely a little high. And as you mentioned, the actual magnitude was 4.1.
But that's the thing about these apps. They really serve as just that initial warning, whether it's seconds or as it's happening for you. Do you think this worked as it should?
I always like to see us do a little bit better job with the magnitude estimate. So I will say that we definitely overestimated the magnitude there. However, the good thing about the system is that everything worked exactly as it should, other than that magnitude estimate. And sometimes in order to warn the people who are going to feel that strongest shaking, again, we're getting those magnitude estimates out as quickly as we can, and sometimes that does mean that we could do a bit of an overestimate to start.
Well, so I know you always do a debrief after, a shake alert goes out, and I'll give you my feedback. I appreciated getting the warning because it definitely would have been enough time for me to get under my desk, even if the magnitude was a little off. So that's how I feel about it. But what do you suppose you're going to do differently next time?
So we're going to continue to look at our algorithms, see how we can improve it. So today, I'm probably look into figuring out exactly what that overestimated. As far as I can tell, things seem to have worked pretty well, but we can always try and do that with the next earthquake.
So we were expecting a test of the MyShake app tomorrow. That's still happening? That's still on? Or was this the test?
It is, and I was actually about the alert. I was confused for a moment because I thought, oh, this must be the test, and then I thought, oh no, actually, it's not the test that we're supposed to be getting. So I do know that caused some confusion as well. So the test is planned to go ahead as planned. Okay, well, we won't be caught off guard. Thank you so much, Dr. Lux, for joining us this morning.
Now, look, that shaking could be felt many parts of the Bay Area. The USGS website says people in San Francisco, San Jose, and Santa Rosa felt that shaking.
Yeah, you know, you can always log in and say whether or not you felt it. NBC Bay Area's Bob Redell is in Brentwood this morning. Bob, what are folks saying to you?
A lot of people here, I shouldn't say a lot, but the few people we spoke with did feel it. I happened to be in Livermore at the time in my car when I got the alert. My wife immediately called me. She was also in Livermore at the time at home, and we were expecting to feel the shaking if the alert was going to be 10 seconds or how many ever seconds it's supposed to be, but we didn't feel anything. So, but here in Brentwood, a number of people we spoke with did feel some shaking, and these are all people who've been in the state for a long time, state of California, who felt other quakes before, and this is what they had to say.
Oh, I thought I was dizzy,
Because
that I
you
was
were standing
lightheaded.
up?
I was standing up,
And what'd you feel?
just like I was swaying. But I experienced the other earthquake, the real big one.
What, Loma Prieta?
Yeah.
Okay, so this didn't compare, obviously.
No.
All right. And we again are in Brentwood, which is about a 20-minute drive south of Ileton, where the epicenter is. Of course, Ileton, of course, in the middle of the Delta. So it makes sense that a lot of people here would have felt it. No reports of any damage. Reporting live here in Brentwood, Bob Redell, NBC Bay Area News.
Not much compares to what happened in 1989. Thank you, Bob.